What's going on, good people? Let me see if I can get my music rocking and rolling here. Y'all know how I like to get started. Everybody has a dream, but not everybody got a make sure I'm live. All right, and we are live. What's going on, good people? It is Martina, Britt, Yelverton here on this Transparent Tuesday. Let me make sure that I have the correct screen up. And I do apologize for running a little bit late. A couple of things went down with that. I got caught up in my communications this morning. Oh, let me see if I can get the right screen up. You guys bear with me for one hot sec here. Please allow me that moment to get the screen corrected. There we go. I couldn't find it. What's going on, Benita? What's going on, Teresa? I'm like, where's the screen so that I can see my people and see if they are here? So I do apologize for the rasp in my voice. I am just getting myself up, running, and cranking this morning. So again, please forgive me for that. Today's topic, a day in the life of a startup and struggling entrepreneur on this Transparent Tuesday. Go ahead and post your 1 for catching this live right now. Thank you guys for jumping on and watching this live. So I am coming to you live out of Knightdale, North Carolina. And like I say, I realize the 12 lunch hour is a little bit tough for people. Sometimes they're on lunch, sometimes they're mobile, and they may have to catch the replay. If that is the case, definitely post the 2 for catching the replay, and it will all be okay. So thank you for joining Nicole. Thank you for joining Phyllis. I'm glad you guys are available so that we can get together on today. Definitely post the 1 for catching this live and continuing to be coachable, teachable, trainable. I'm going to jump right over into my topic for today, a day in the life of a startup and struggling entrepreneur, so you can understand that this ish ain't easy. It is not easy. What I'm going to do is actually talk to you about my routine, show you a little bit of proof of my routine, and give you guys some understanding and some clarity. So I have some photos pulled up on the screen. I'll get into those in just a moment. But let me start with the way that I run through my routine. And let me pull up the photo that corresponds to that. So let me pull this over here off of this screen. Because, you know, sometimes my daughter has my phone and there is no telling what specific image she will decide to put in my phone for that specific day. So let me go ahead and create this into an album. And as I create it into an album, then I will know for sure you guys are looking at the correct images the way that I want them shown. There we go. And I'll title that in just a moment. So let me start. Oh, where do I want to start? Which one do I want to start with? Let me go right here to this one and see if I can get this one to come up large on the screen. I'm not trying to set a picture yet. Okay, let's just pick that one. Yay. All right, we got a picture. Now can I open it? Great. All right, so let's start with this one. So you guys know on Sunday night, I went ahead and issued my business momentum, my accountability tracker, so that you guys can see the best way to utilize this form, find the holes in your time so that you can find out when you can actually be more productive. Also looking at what you have on your schedule that you can get rid of that is not bringing you any profits, that is not allowing you to write a plan behind, and that is not allowing you to walk in your passion or in your purpose. So it is an organic form. So you may start out knowing exactly what it is that you have to do. You may know exactly what it is that you're trying to get to, like on the schedule, not sure how well you can read it, but on the schedule, we're talking about me being accountable for my post each day, going live, starting with Motivation Monday and getting that Motivation with Martina on your midday Monday call and getting that information out to you. I've already shown I will show in just a moment, the way that I've tracked the first 7 days of my posts that I will post here inside of the group, but then I will also take the video and upload it over on YouTube, right? The brand completions that I'm working on this week are with Brand and Nina and Mr. Edward Townsend, as far as completing and finishing out their YouTube optimization and getting those channels set up. And then equally, I'm going over here and starting on the logo design for Sheila and Victor this week. And then I have some recaps from 2018 brands that I want to recap for everybody and let them know where we stand with the completion of their brand, and then see if there's anything else that their brand needs. Additional to that, we're looking at the storefront that we have up. We're reformatting a few things, and we are listing all of the services and products in one place, and we're reformatting the way that that looks. The things that the duo, that Stephanie J. Sanders and myself, what we're working on as far as the cash flow strategist curriculum, the cash flow manager curriculum, her boot camp that's coming, and our second and fourth online and small seminar Saturday. So that's a part of it. And then finally, Facebook scheduling any of my That Crochet Chick images, that's for my daughter to do. And then any of my econ testimonies on the business page, she does that also. So all of that is going on this first week, as well as obviously me living a life, right? So let's zoom back out of that one. So going back to the main screen here, one of the things that I do as far as my morning routine is concerned, there's still one sheet I don't see. Okay, here we are. All right, so this is from yesterday, so you guys can see how yesterday basically panned out as I get through Transparent Tuesday. So here on Transparent Tuesday, generally when I wake up and I use my Run the Day calendar, is that I have my 12-week goals of each of the brand completions. I'm looking for lead learning and level up consistency and engagement. I need to add that on here from the group, and then of course the store relaunch, right? When I wake up in the mornings, remember I have to wake up twice, because generally I'm not going to bed till about 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 4 or 5, depending on how the project's panned out. But then I have to get up, 6:30 and get the kids up ready. Well, they get themselves ready, but I have to stay on them, getting the kids ready and then moving them towards carpool, making sure their lunches or whatever, making sure my daughter's not trying to be slick with clothing, all of that. And my son has everything that he needs, because he will forget anything in a heartbeat, right? And at 7 a.m., I'm off to get them to school. Now, having just gone to sleep at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I have not fully gone through the process of any type of recovery or restoration. So generally when I get back from carpool at 7 a.m., I go back to sleep. Okay, and I don't really start my day until the 10 a.m. hour. So generally it's about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. So that's where we are in that part of the routine. So generally I'm up at 10 a.m. doing some type of meditation or motivation right here at the 10 a.m. hour, getting on a leadership call generally at 11 a.m. Those are canceled for the next couple of days. Hopefully they'll start back up this week, but getting on the leadership call, right? So then I did the 12 noon Motivation with Martina call yesterday. Right behind that, I jumped directly over into the Facebook upload and doing the adjustments to the Shopify store pricing, right? I had to complete our header for the online second Saturday training for next week and get that over to Stephanie. And then by the time I finished this little bit of time, it was already time to go get the kids. We had some errands to run. They made a request for the library. And so now we're in social block. So we're in the social block up generally until about 5 p.m. So when 5 p.m. hit, I was then over into my administrative time where I try and take calls, because usually people are getting off of work and they can actually consult with me. And so I ended up working on our Maryland Smart Credit meeting that's coming up, and the flyer and everything for that, and then continuing to make sure the social media meeting and its flyer design and everything is ready to go out. And that is what was going on during the 6 p.m. hour, getting that information up, dropping down to 7 p.m., making sure that YouTube upload happens. So I have to make that go live today. And I want them to be more sequential. I want Monday to come out on Monday, Tuesday to come on Tuesday. This won't be out of order. In transparency, it is what it is, right? So then going beyond that, I had to work on Cortez's flyer. I had to get the text message sent to Mike and to Carlton with regards to the cards they're wanting. Moving on down to by 9 p.m. By this time, I was running behind, guys. So by this time, I needed to get Rochelle her proofs to look at, to approve for her banner. And then we had to stop playing movement call at 9 o'clock. And then I had to move down into finishing out Cortez's flyer. After the hour here, I actually did not note it on here, but I had to finish out Cortez's flyer. Then I had to bring up the formatting for Tawana's book. And that took me basically on into about 3 a.m. Okay, so that's the way the schedule went. But the way that I look at the way that I wake up is I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is smile. Why? Because I opened my eyes, right? Then I take a deep, deep breath. I don't know if you guys have seen this video. I'll post it in the comments when I go back and find it, about the football player who lost his wife within days of them getting married. And what he said that has stuck with me is that as long as you have breath in your body, you have the chance to make another decision, or you can make another decision. And so the second thing I do is take a really deep breath, right? I make sure that my atmosphere when I smile is full of gratitude. When I breathe, I thank God for my sanity, because trust me, with everything going on in my world, I could literally be out my mind. And then I just move some part of my body when I'm laying in the bed. And I thank God for the fact that I can open my eyes and I can see, right? So these are some of the practices that I do. And then one practice that I don't have listed on here is where I literally, and you guys know I work by threes, is I literally take the moment to pray for myself for a minute, pray for my family for a minute, and then pray for my squad for a minute. So I do everything in order of threes. And it's just a three-peat that I do. I make sure I do it every morning. It only takes me about a minute. I'm just sending good, positive vibes out to myself for the day to stay sanity, my family for the day to stay safe, and then my squad for the day to stay safe and sane and be prosperous. That's just how I do it. So that's my morning routine of the three things. I smile, I breathe, and I move, right? I say something and I notice something positive when I'm getting them with the kids, because I need them to always associate just positivity in our atmosphere. So I focus on that when they're headed out the door. And then my three big wins for yesterday was I was adjusting my pricing and getting the store pricing done. I got the Maryland and the North Carolina flyers finished. I got Cortez his flyers sent. I got Rochelle her draft sent. The Facebook Live happened, and even I was on leadership calls with the team. So that was amazing. I didn't put the check on that one. Need to do that. Daily improvements is I still need to stay on top of my water. I need to eat better, because when I work, I don't eat, and my brain hurts. Like, and I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but have you been working so hard your brain literally hurts? It happens to me a lot. I need to do better with taking breaks and getting up and stretching. And you can't see that one, but it says errands. Making sure that when I leave to get my errands done, I get them all done, because yesterday when we left the library, I came straight back home and forgot to stop and get gas. So when we woke up this morning, I didn't want the kids to be late, so I had to drive them to school on a hope and a prayer, because the gas light was on, but I was not going to let them be late. So I need to do better with my errands and remembering all my errands. And then last night, the kids had the leftover tacos and I had a salad. Just daily improvements with remembering and going. And did I run the day? Absolutely. So that was a quick run through with how my accountability and just being transparent with you, how my day works. So next was me starting to formulate today, right? So with me formulating today, I have to go back up, and I've missed my morning routine, because generally I have written in here. You have to write stuff down. Let me explain something to you about the importance of writing things down. And I've said it before, and you're going to hear it all over again every single day of my life, as long as you follow any of my training. you have to write stuff down. You have to solidify it. You have to speak it and write it into your subconscious, basically, because without a plan, you plan to fail. So I have to go back in here and write out those 3 goals right now that I have. That's all of my brand completions. That's the lean, learn, and level up, consistency, and engagement. And then, of course, I have to add on here the store relaunch. I have a lot of stuff that I'm getting done inside of that store that you guys will be able to purchase that will level up, right? And so now that I'm up, as I said before when I first came on, I'm running behind. But today, what I'm actually going to be writing in here, and I'll write it and make sure I snap the picture later for you guys on Tuesday, is I'm going to be grateful. I am currently grateful for transparency. Like, I don't miss transparency. Okay. I don't miss waking up and doing my 3P. That's not something I need to write down every day, but I wrote it down because that's how I started the month. That's why I wrote that down. But today I'm actually grateful for transparency to begin with, and the ability to teach and train. And also, I am also available for my voice and my site again today. Because without being able to speak, you guys wouldn't be getting this message, and without being able to see, I would not be able to see to share this with you. So those are the 3 things that I wrote down as far as my grateful today. I've already made contact via email with the Nightdale Chamber to make sure that they are aware of my events that are going on. I have to reach out to Eva. I did follow up with Carlton via text already, and I will follow up with Mike shortly via text again, right? So today I have to go through and make sure that I have all the information that's needed for Steph's boot camp. I did already receive approval from Rochella, and I've had text messaging conversations with her this morning, so I'm checking her off. I will get around to the store pricing, but today's focus is going to be on the changes that I need to make with fresh eyes to Victor and Sheila's logo. So those are my key points for today. And then I have to kind of bounce back to some things that I didn't 100% complete yesterday with regards to what's going on with the brands that I'm working on for this week with regards to Brand and Nina and Mr. Townsend. So this is me being transparent about my schedule so you guys can see. And I put up a post yesterday that said, if you guys see me responding to posts, laughing and stuff, generally it's because I got 5 minutes to sit still and get on Facebook. Other than that, I am literally working on my behalf, on my business, working on your behalf, on your business, and doing everything I can to make you a success. So that's that image. All right. Let's see. Let me come out of here. All right, so let's go to this one that deals with the planner, and I'm not sure if this will let me do, go back. I'm not sure if it'll let me do any flipping. If it won't, let's see. Yep, good, it'll let me flip it. Great. All right, so you guys can see that. So this is the way that, like I say, I kind of worked through my day. I went through it verbally a while ago, but I'm going to let you know it is written down, right? My weekly block planner and how I do things. My Saturday are about, you know, the Super Saturday, whether it's the Guarantee Goals group, whether it's the small seminar, or whether we looked up and we don't have anything to do, and I am available to literally spend time with the kids, which generally happens late evening on Friday because we pretty much crash on late Friday nights. And then on Saturday, anytime on Saturday, and then all Sunday morning. Other than that, their time is here during the social time when they first get home from school, during Carpool Chronicles or anything like that. And I alternate. Monday is Julian's day to like go ham, tell me everything. I spend a block focused amount of time on him. Then I alternated on Tuesday with Jen, back to Julian, back to Jen, and then it's free fall for the weekend. Like, I'm one parent now, and so I have to really be mindful of my time. Like I say, I get up, I do my meditation. If there's responses or anything I need to do on Facebook and YouTube, I go check my stats. Note those and keep it moving. Get on my leadership call, move down during my design time, which is my administrative focus time, 2 o'clock, get the kids, 3 o'clock with the kids, 4 o'clock with the kids, 5 o'clock still with the kids, but I'm moving into my administrative time in case I have calls or meetings, which takes me up to 9 o'clock, right? Usually we have a corporate call at 9 o'clock, or I have online marketing training, or we have a stop playing movement call or something like that. That's how that happens. 9 o'clock usually carries me to about 3 a.m., right? That's how my day goes. I don't miss my Grey's Anatomy on Thursday. I will go watch Grey's Anatomy and jump up on commercial and run and do something with the kids and come back. And the same thing with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Those are my two little guilty pleasures. So sorry, shame me if you want. Those are 2 hours of TV I don't miss. Okay. And usually if I'm missing it on Sunday because this bumped up against June Collier's Sunday night call, I would catch it at the 11:30 hour, or I think it's 11:30, 10 o'clock. Whenever it come back on later, I go catch it on the repeat. But you can't catch Grey's Anatomy on the repeat. So my kids know, do not say nothing unless the TV's on commercial when Grey's Anatomy is on. That's the only show they don't skip on. And we don't have a cable where you can rewind it. So you make me miss a word, I'm giving you the stink eye. All right. So that is that schedule. And then I have this board up that I change around that says whether or not I'm in admit time, when they can come and leave me a note and I can address them. When I'm in focus time, it's an emergency only. When we are in social time, all interruptions are good to go. When we're recovery time, we're actually resting, whether we're resting together as a family or whether I'm resting alone and they're resting alone. We have those blocks of time. So this is what you guys, I'm reading and checking my notes from today. So with this, I'm letting you guys see, there we go. I'm letting you guys see how the week has been planned out. Monday's topic, Tuesday's topic. I will not forget to cover the promotion of the first, second, and fourth. We're going to be doing third Saturdays traveling, and then Stephanie's boot camp that's coming up. What we're doing on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've already planned out for the week what my topics to discuss with you guys. You've got to be that anal in what you're doing when you're really, really serious about your time and when you're operating as many businesses and brands that I am operating. So additionally, here are my 52 topics, and I use a content creation tool. The content creation tool allows me to come up with topics on this grand of a scale, and then I go and choose each of the specific topics that I'm discussing for the 7 days, and then I'll mark through them, and then we'll pick other topics to get into the next 7 days. So that's how I am doing the content creation. Yes, I can help you create content as well. It's not a difficult thing. I can show you how that's done, and I can do it for you. There will be a charge for me to help you come up with your content creation. But if you're inside of the branding package, you get it free. If you're outside of the branding package, it's only going to be about $5 for me to help you create 50-something topics that you will discuss that are specific and customized to you. We're talking $5, guys, to give you 50 topics and pointers on how you can do it. You guys can afford $5. Okay, so there's that. So let me see which one I have not covered. Went through both of those. Oh, I was showing you here. Those are my receipts, and I'm behind, but I've got to get that done because I'm presenting on the Cash Flow Manager this weekend at this amazing conference. And so because I'm presenting at that conference, I've got to have my receipts done. So I'll be getting around to that, just showing you, just like I say, this is Transparent Tuesday, and I'm letting you see a day in the life of a startup and struggling entrepreneur. And I'm giving you this so that you can understand if you are not making strides, you are not alone. Yours just may be a little bit slower. Some of you are making more strides. So you've actually, you know, really nailed down and drilled down into your schedule a lot better than I have, which is an amazing thing. I'm going to get to these 3 blueprints last. We're getting ready to finish up the call now. But like I said, I got on here just to show you the transparency. So here is where I opened up and went through all almost 20 of the brands that I'm currently working on, meaning I'm finalizing some 2018. I've started the ones in yellow for 2019, and just following up what needs to be done, who I need to recap, how I need to release, and let them know what's already been completed. And then I have some people in here that I have to get in contact with because we haven't even started. They paid, but we haven't started. Like I need to get in contact with Reese. I need to get in contact with Miss Regina. I need to get in contact with Gary. Gary, I know we're on hold. No problem, my friend. Liz, if we're going to, you know, go back, but I know she's doing some adjustments with her schedule, so we'll probably come back to her. But there are some people on here that I've got to get back to that I've left a note or two here or there, letting them know that we're still here, we're still going, your brand has not been forgotten. But sometimes when we go through shifts in the businesses, we kind of have to kind of hold off and wait and see what we want to do with our brand. That's completely understandable. It allows me to put you on hold until you're ready and to take on another client and work with. Hey, Regina, what's going on, my friend? So good to see you. I'm glad you could pop on. I was just talking about the people that I have to get back in contact with that are branding clients, but we haven't yet embarked on their brand yet. So yeah, sometimes life puts us on hold and we have to kind of wait for life to release us. So and then here is where I literally had to start jotting down pretty much all 7 entities that I'm dealing with, the branding and the financial education, and then the store with regards to the t-shirts and the crochets, and then with the trading investments, and then with the business and personal development, and then with youth lifestyle training, and then my book. So these are the 7 entities that I had to kind of go through and see where am I with those entities. So I jotted those down. And the done for you, done by you mindset, how it's how it's translating, I don't know which word I'm trying to use, but how it's coming up in my schedule, and then finally putting together the formulation of the grind goals group, and it's going to end up being a 9-month program that I'm putting together. It's $49.95 a month, and basically we're going to set your goals ablaze. These are the proposed people that I will speak to initially about it first, but the whole mindset behind it is we're going to have frameworks, group support, checklist worksheets, accountability trackers, celebration awards and recognition, and then private Facebook or Telegram. We're going to start, the months are going to switch over now because we're not starting it in April like I initially wanted it to. We may end up bumping this forward to go from May until the 1st. Either way, it's going to be 9 solid months. And it's only going to be 3 online slots allowed. So other than that, these people will be required to show up at our meeting, and physically we will go through 9 key areas of goals that you're trying to attain. And over the 9 months, we're going to show you how to meet your guaranteed goals. And meeting your guaranteed goals, a lot of the information is being delineated from this book right here, but more so it's between this book, my accountability tracker, my run today, my year of freedom, my entrepreneur plan, like everything I have, we're bringing everything together so that we can get your 9 months and your guaranteed goals done. So finally, here in the last 3 minutes, I'm going to talk about really quickly these 3 blueprints, okay? Because if you don't have stuff jotted down and written down, you don't always know where you're going. So this one is about the store. So here in the store, I'm going to open the store up for 3 vendors at a time to feature their things during the store. They'll get promotions included. They'll get to get their t-shirts designed, and they'll get to sell their t-shirts through the store. Outside of that, KMK will be coming back to my store. It will be open, and there will be the Black Wall Street segment. There will be the my econ, the financial education. There will be mindset t-shirts, kids t-shirts. These will be obviously cash flow, and these will be financial empowerment areas. All right, and then the crochet, I'm only going to focus on cowls, hats, scarves, and blankets. And then for the Family First Designs, I'm going to have all of my products and services listed as far as templates that people can actually just purchase and actually put their labels on, or customize, and they come pre-printed. The events or the payments, everything's going to be listed on the store. So that is blueprint number 1. So that's the store blueprint. That's how I had to go through and determine what am I doing with Family First Tees, the store, right? All right, next is the mindset blueprint, as far as the passion or the purpose, writing the plan, and getting your profits, or getting to your prosperity. My mindset is truly centered around my personal, which is my atmosphere here in the house, the kids, and myself, right? Outside of that, when I move into my family, my immediate family and my immediate family, I don't worry about my extended family. My immediate family and my immediately family, right? My kids, my sisters, my brothers, and my mentees. My sisters and brothers, because I'm an only child, even though I have steps, consist of my team, my ace people, the people I work with, like Stephanie and Talisha and Kirk and JT. These are like my right here, show up at my house in a heartbeat, like my squad, my right now. Well, not my squad, because my squad is over here on my left, my family's over here on my right. You see, they even, right? Yeah, because I believe your family is not just who you're blood born with, but who is there, that you're there for, they're there for you. And like my mentee. So yeah, like I said, my 4 kids, you know, Stephanie and Tawana, Kirk and JT, Talisha and Jessica, these are like the people that I work with day to day, and my squad is growing, because if you come over here to this side, then you got my team, my aces and my network, my TKF family, my Learn, Lead, and Level Up community, my Econ family, and then my new my Forex family. So this is how I look at my mindset and everybody that I'm thinking about and the people that I'm working with. See, you guys are on here for my Lead, Learn, and Level Up. You're on the left. So just understand, y'all are like my aces. I'm really concerned with what's going on with you and your lives, and praying for you and hoping that you grow. And you guys are like my ride or dies as well. So that's how I have that listed. And then I think I have one more. Which one is this one? Okay, this one deals with branding and how I work with people in regards to branding. So you're going to get like a quick blueprint here as we close out the call. I'm at 30 minutes. Yeah. On my faith, my family, and my finances. And then I help you understand, if you don't have family with regards to kids, then let's just talk about your friends. All right. So your faith, your family, your finances for you is how I have you understand you are the brand. Then I make sure you understand what print branding is with paid printing or with free printing, meaning you have a business card or a postcard or a banner or a card magnet or some form of printed material that goes out, right? And then your free material should be something like worksheets or checklists, things that you give away free. And then the people that you network with, how you connect people. We want to make sure that that's a part of your brand. Additionally, when we talk about your web branding, we're talking about your image on the web, right? That includes social media as well. We're talking about your products and services, what you can get people to, what they can purchase from you, what services you offer them, right? And then any sales that you need to make, as far as even consultations and things like that. So that is your web brand. Then when you come over here to your social media brand, I specifically only focus on 2 platforms. I focus on Facebook and YouTube. And on Facebook, I'm looking at your posts, right? And then I'm looking at your presentations. And then on YouTube, I'm looking at your videos and your content, right? And I'm looking at your subscriptions. So I need people posting, right? And I need them presenting, right? And there's something else I had on here for BP too. It'll come to me in a minute. But oh, your business page, your profile, and your post on your profile, and then your business page, and how you're presenting on your business page, like your presentations from whatever your business is, whether it's your home business or whether it's your corporate business, because people are overlooking on their job what potential they have inside of their job and how to positively present that even on a business page on Facebook. Because if you're a person who does not have a business, however you work 9 to 5 and you invest in them 9 to 5 hours at your job, and you are the best human resources person, then there are tips that you need to be giving away on your business page on how to be the best human resources person that you can. So I'm trying to help people understand their brand goes beyond the 9 to 5, even when they don't have a job. All right. So that is the information, and that's how I blueprint out and walk you through your brand, your mindset. And then anything that you're doing exteriorly, like me, I'm going to be relaunching the store, books coming out, and all of that. So I think I've covered all of the slides here, and I've been pretty transparent, and I've given you a look at a day in the life of a startup and struggling entrepreneur. I hope you have found some value in this 30 to 35 minutes, and I hope you are able to take and see that you are a gold mine. Your mind is a gold mine. You have everything in you that you need to truly find your purpose, to write the plan, and to prosper, to get to your profits beyond anything you could have ever imagined. So that is my time. I thank you guys for coming on and joining me today. If you came in late, go back and catch the replay, start over. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Thank you for Caresha. Thank you, Miss Regina Bradley. We've got to get together. Thank you, Nicole, for hopping on. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa, I did get in touch with Tina, so I'm excited that we are now in touch with each other, and I will be able to continue to work with her. Once she does the friend request on Facebook, then she will be placed inside of the group as well. There are only, I think, 11 slots left before I cap it at 100. And then we're going to work together until people are not engaged or they're not active inside of the group, and then I will remove them. So they will have a month to get active on some level or another here inside of the group. Like I can see when people are commenting, like I see here. I can see when people are seeing posts, like this post way back in November was seen by 30 people, 25 people, 38 people. So that's only half the group. So it's like 78 people in this group. If I'm saying you're not engaged, you're not looking at the post, you're not commenting, you're not liking, you're not showing up on any of the lives, you're not responding on the replays, like 42, yay. So that means a little bit more people, seen by 42 people here. 42 people have come over and seen the post, 9 comments. You know, to me, that's very low. Like, how serious are you? Thank you, Mr. Gary. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. Thank you, Sandy, you know, for coming over here and having a look at this accountability sheet and how important. Even Miss Sandy said, let me see if I can find her comment, and I thought that was beautiful. She said she even shared this with a broker and 4 new agents that morning at her job, and they love it. It applies to any business. So it's not just about what we're doing. It's about how you can take these forms and anything that I'm presenting and use them anywhere. It's all about you leveling up. That's my concern. I want everybody to level up. So I thank you for your time. Again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. Thank you for being active here inside the Learn, Lead, and Level Up group to your success. God bless you all.